Welcome, sports fans around the world. It's that beautiful day where we can talk football. This is the FIFA World Cup fan special match preview between Ghana and Uruguay. I'll be your host, Shay, and I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with the Predict King himself, Mike.
Give me more flowers. That's what's up. Shay the uncle.
How are you, brother?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, I'm good. So, did you notice any surprise yesterday?
boy.
Did it go as you
After
thought?
that yesterday was a shocker. Like
It's a
at one
classic.
point,
That
yeah.
was a classic
At
twist
one
in
point,
tail.
yeah. At one point during that yesterday, yeah, Germany and Spain were out because Germany
Yeah.
was losing
2-1 to Costa Rica, yes.
and Spain was already losing 2-1
To
Japan.
Japan at the same time.
At the same time, so as at that
crazy.
moment, if let's say COVID or one thing just happened, just say, let's stop it first round here. Germany and
I'll
Spain,
tell you.
Germany would have been jumping on their machine on their way, and they've already gone, but Spain would have joined them. And you know, it was because at the first half it was 1-0 for the bigger teams. Germany and Spain were leading 1-0 each.
Yes.
So I given up on the match. I was watching the match. I was like, okay, the NEPA took light, so I just wanted to put on it. Just like, would you want to put on
It will always
because
be
this
Spain
match?
and Germany.
Oh, more. Second half, they gave
Everybody
us
thought so.
football. Like, Spain, Luis Enrique it was beautiful. I am so happy that Japan won, and this is for them.
Yes,
Today,
I can see the shares.
I'm
That's
Japanese.
a Japanese inscription right
Yep.
there.
Yeah. This
So
says,
what does that say?
this says Kaizen.
Kaizen.
Yeah.
Meaning-
Go and Google it. Go and find out.
Okay.
Go and find
Thank
out
you,
what Kaizen.
sports fans, for joining
now,
us.
Look at the back.
And
Go and find
Mike
out what it
is
means.
flaunting
It's for me
the
to.
Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
We're
speaking
Japanese
about
today.
Japanese match, though,
Yeah.
but the second goal was very controversial.
It was.
So
because
what do you have to say about
it
that?
seemed like it had gone, but you see, there's a new technology with the balls these days,
Okay.
and which is the same reason why Cristiano Ronaldo was not awarded that goal that was given to Bruno Fernandes. The ball
It comes with
has a chip inside.
Yeah.
There's a chip inside the ball, and so with that chip, it's easier to determine
If
when
there was
the ball
an
goes over
impact
the line.
or
You understand? It's easy. It can also determine when someone touches it. So with the chip, it's a computerized chip. So it's a lot more possible now. And so you can determine, has it crossed the line? Maybe not only goal kick, because of course, you have the goal kick. There's one that happens with the goal kick and all of that. So you can determine exactly what happens. Don't worry, we'll fix it up. It will stand by itself. You don't
So
start. We'll
it's,
put
it's
chip
a
inside
winning
you.
ball. It's a winning
We'll
ball,
put
and we
chip
can
inside
see
you.
Africa. Africa just, Morocco just put Africa on its back yesterday because I was so proud to be African. They dominated the game, and it was for me like they are not afraid of
Yes.
their
Yeah, you see-
soon-to-be rival Spain.
Yes. You see,
So
you see-
what do you have to say
You
about
see the thing about Morocco,
Morocco?
yeah. You see the thing about Morocco, yeah. Yesterday was the first time they considered a goal, and it was an own goal. They've not considered a goal in open play, and we're proud of them. People will say that, oh, are they Africans, North Africans? Are they Arabs? Look, whichever way, as a continent, we are together for now.
For now.
We are still together, and so we have to be. We are happy for Morocco. We're happy for Africa. They're the second African team to get into the round of 16, and they look solid. But Spain, wherever they're going to meet, they will stand their own. If they're going to lose, it's not going to be a shameful defeat if they're going to lose. But I can bet it that, look, they can stand a chance even against the best in the world. This World Cup has shown us that yes, there are minnows in football. I always believe that there are minnows, but this World Cup has shown us that if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. You will chop, you will water. They go chop, they go slice you water.
Right,
you see
right.
anyhow.
It's good to hear that. We need to tell the audience that, yes, this is a match preview between Uruguay and Ghana. So before we get carried away, we are just going back on what happened and what you missed yesterday. It was beautiful. Morocco won 2-1 against Canada, and Costa Rica lost 4-2 to Germany. And at that point, Germany were helpless, and they are out of the competition. Yes, you heard me correctly. At that point, Mike rightly said, there was a point where Costa Rica was leading 2-1, and Japan was leading 2-1 at the same time. It was fearful for Spain and Germany. So let's go to the match of today. Uruguay versus Ghana, Mike.
Beef grudge match 2010 World Cup. That was the first and the only time.
Yes. Out of the kitchen.
The only time that Germany and Uruguay have met, that was 12 years ago on the 2nd of July 2010. at the World Cup in South Africa, and we still remember what happened during that particular match. You understand? Like, I mean, it was close to just at the end of the match. I mean, you can see the goal was going in. Suarez stopped the ball with his hand, and he was given a red card. He refused to apologize. I don't know why they're asking him to apologize, because he was punished. There was, that was the maximum punishment that could be given to a player who stopped a goal-bound effort with his hand. He was punished, was given a red card, and there was a penalty. Yes, it might seem unfair, but it is what it is. And Asamoah Gyan missed that particular penalty, and Ghana were denied a chance and were unable to make it into the next round. Look, my point is, I don't want Ghana to think of revenge. They should just see this particular... Suarez might not play, or if he plays, he might just come in 5 minutes to the end of the match.
There's Nunes, Darwin Nunes, who is right now looking for goals.
Exactly. So, but I would dare say that this is one of the this is about the weakest Uruguay team I have seen in recent times. It's a weak team, it's a terrible team. Ghana can't beat them, and Ghana should beat them. It's the same thing I said about Morocco, and that's the same thing I'll say about Ghana. Ghana can't beat Uruguay, and Ghana should beat Uruguay.
Ghana can't beat Uruguay. I really believe that, because I'm being optimistic here. Not just because I'm an African, but just because they play positive football.
Yeah, apart from
look at Kudus. Look at Kudus. Mohamed Kudus. I really see a lot of potential in him because, number one, he's not selfish. He's very pacey and very skillful at the point. Who is their main man today in Ghana?
So that's the point. It's hard to know who the main man is. I mean, the Ayew brothers are still there. You're talking about Kudus. You're talking about Tariq Lamptey, who just coming from anywhere and all of that. You can't really find the main man, and that is one very good thing about the team, when you cannot pinpoint who will do the damage.
Be the danger man.
The danger man today. And so I am going to be cheering them the same way I was cheering Morocco. I'm going to be cheering on all out for them. Like I mentioned earlier, that Uruguay-Portugal was, for me, one of the worst matches of this tournament. It was a terrible match, terrible play from both teams. Both teams are not up to the standard that is required to maybe even contend for the World Cup. So I really, they should not go out there, and they should not allow Uruguay to play their game. They should go out there and take over, dominate that match, and win that match, and get a third slot for Africa in the round of 16.
Well, as Africans, we are hoping for a third slot. This is the FIFA World Cup fan special match preview between Ghana versus Uruguay, and the audience is on this show to learn about the World Cup, things you missed, the highlights, and most of all, the match analysis. And don't not forget that you can win big on this show too. If you can predict correctly the outcome of the match between Ghana and Uruguay, trust me, you're about to win something big on this show. So, Mike, for the other matches of today,
so
we have Cameroon.
But just before
Brazil.
Cameroon, in the same group, Portugal will be taking on South Korea. Yes, if we look at the groups now, Portugal on top with 6 points. Ghana are second with 3 points. South Korea 1 point, Uruguay 1 point. A draw might be enough for Ghana. That is if South Korea and Portugal draw, or if Portugal beats South Korea, a draw will be enough for Ghana. So the point is that Ghana, first of all, they should ensure they don't lose today's match. That is the most important thing. They don't lose, because a draw would be enough for them. We would see them through, because if except Portugal lose to
South Korea.
Do you understand? That is not. It is not impossible. It's not like Portugal are not too.
This is football.
This is football, exactly. And Portugal might who knows, they might not use their first team and all of that. So
because they've qualified.
Yes. So it's all open until we see the lineups. Yeah. But then for the other matches, of course, that are going to happen today, we have Cameroon against Brazil. That's a big one. Cameroon will have to beat Brazil to stand any chance of qualifying, and Serbia will be taking on Switzerland. Cameroon against Brazil is going to be hard. Even if Brazil chooses the second team, I don't think they might want to lose to Cameroon, because there's a momentum that's gotten. France and will not be happy that they lost to Tunisia, because it's like momentum. But then it doesn't matter to these big teams; they can switch on when they need to. They use their second team. They would have loved to win. They would have loved to draw. I mean, Griezmann scored a goal that was disallowed for offside in in injury time. So I know that Cameroon. Let's take a look at the groups there. Brazil are on top, of course, and they qualified with 6 points. Switzerland are 3 points. Serbia 1 point. Now this is it. Switzerland beats Serbia, and Cameroon has no chance. Wow. So they would have to play for Serbia
to cause an upset.
Yes, to cause an upset. For Serbia to beat Switzerland, or if there is a draw, then they have to beat Brazil with more than 2 goals. if there is a draw in that particular match, we'll have to beat Brazil.
It's more than 2 goals, with a 2-goal margin.
Yes, with at least a 2-goal margin.
What are the chances of that, Mike?
It's very unlikely. But then, look, hey, come on, we've seen, it's unlikely, but we've seen shocks, we've seen surprises at this World Cup, and boy, who better to shock than the #1 footballing nation in the world, the team or the country with the most World Cups, 5 World Cups. I mean, man, you shock them, and you know that this World Cup, it choke. It does happen. So, but anything is possible.
Anything is possible in football. In the words of Adidas, impossible is nothing. Right? It's the FIFA World Cup fans. The FIFA World Cup fan special. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the match preview between Ghana and Uruguay. Lots of Africans, lots of Ghanaians are looking forward to writing a fairy tale story for Ghana.
Yes,
and take that revenge mindset off their mind. What happened 2010 in the 120th minute of the match between Ghana and Uruguay that saw Luis Suarez use his hand openly to save the goal-bound shot. Ghana missed the penalty. Luis Suarez refuses to apologize. This is football. His reasons, best known to him, says that he was reprimanded for his actions and he doesn't feel he has to apologize to them. The devil, the Ghanaians call him. We are going to see him today if he's going to start or even going to play for Uruguay. So that's the amount we could take on this show. So any final predictions, Mike?
So, let's go for 2-1. I like 2-1.
That's been your go-to prediction in this competition.
If you look at it,
is it something like
Uruguay. Yeah, Uruguay have what it takes maybe to score a goal, but look, man, if Ghana should bring their A game like they did against South Korea, and even more, they'll beat that Uruguay. Beat them.
Well,
and finally, exorcise the spirit of Suarez.
Well, it will be a nice revenge for me.
Beat them.
My predictions, I will say, is 1-0 in favor of Ghana.
Beat them.
In favor of Ghana, because I know this is
if you say in favor of Uruguay, I'll go flog you.
So that's the amount we can take on the show. This is the FIFA World Cup fan special on TVC Digital, and this is the match preview between Ghana versus Uruguay. You can win big on this show by predicting correctly the outcome after 90 minutes of the match between Ghana and Uruguay, and identify yourself with the last 4 digits of your telephone number, and once we can assure you that we will get to you and we will sort you out. So it's the FIFA World Cup fan special. You can join us by 6 o'clock where we have the match review, where we give our expert analysis of the matches that happened today. Join us next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.